is Brittany, and I'm here again. This time, I'm giving you a speech on why graffiti should be considered art. To many formal artists in the industry, they look down on graffiti. Graffiti isn't considered art to them because it's just simple scribble on a wall with spray paint. Um, they don't really take into consideration the creativity, the time, and the effort that the graffitier, which is someone that performs graffiti, puts into making it art. They also have a negative connection with graffiti. Graffiti is illegal in all 50 states of America. It's not illegal everywhere in the world. It's just illegal everywhere here in America. It's considered vandalism and destruction of people property. It's also gang affiliated a lot of times. A lot of graffitiers are either gang members or gang members hire them to mark their territory. In the graffiti world, that's called tagging. That's when someone goes out and they spray paint a wall and it may have certain symbols in it, names, and that's just to let maybe a rival gang or just a close gang know that that's their territory. So I just want to tell you guys the definition of art. The definition of art is the expression or application of human creativity, skills, imagination. It's typically in visual form, such as a painting or a sculpture, producing work to be appreciated primarily for its beauty or the emotional power that it has over someone. If you look to the left of me, I have a picture of the Mona Lisa pulled up. No, of course, the Mona Lisa was never graffiti. It's never going to be considered graffiti. This is a masterpiece. This is what, when people think of art, this is something that people look up to. Leonardo da Vinci created this so beautifully. It's detailed. If you look at her, you can see the design pattern in her dress. You can also see the background and the different scenery. You can see the type of chair that she's sitting in. And if you look closely, you can see that she has a veil on her head. But what many people fail to realize is that this is creativity that was produced. It has an emotional impact on people, and people appreciate the art beauty. Now, if you look at this one, this is street graffiti. Street graffiti, the artist is unknown. The location is unknown. This will probably never ever see a museum. It will probably never ever see an art gallery. The artist, he or she, will never be recognized, but it still fit the definition of creativity within art. It's visual. You can see what the artist was thinking. If you look at it, I believe this is Donald Duck from Disney, a Looney Tune, I'm sorry. Maybe Disney or a Looney Tune. But it looks as if he's a graffitier as well, holding a used spray can bottle. It had red paint, and you can see the different structures in the hat and the different colors on the hat. He has on a gray shirt, white gloves, and then you go right here and you see a little moon, a planet. So this is creative as well. I also want to show you guys another one. I have another example. Many people my age may know about this, some may not. But this is Roger the Rabbit and the Detective. This is street graffiti as well. If you look at it, you can see how detailed it is. For those who don't know about Roger the Rabbit, this is exactly what he looked like. This is exactly how the detective demeanor and emotional appeal came across, and it's a nice little fine lady to the side, and you can see the bridge that they took to go to Looney Tune World. So this as well fit within that definition of art. It's creative. It has an emotional appeal. When I saw this, being a fan of Roger the Rabbit growing up, I was like, geez, I like that. And that's one of the reasons why I picked that piece of art for an example of street graffiti. Graffiti can also be considered one of the first forms of communications. Caveman days, how did they communicate that they were there? How did they mark their history? They would draw on walls. Egyptians, even in Europe, communicating by drawing on a wall was the first form of communications in some civilizations. So, and people use it in history. It's detailed. They can tell what was going on. They know about different alphabets. So for people not to consider and appreciate graffiti for what it is, besides the negative connections, it's kind of shocking. And that's why I wanted to give this speech, to let people know that it's okay to kind of disassociate graffiti with those negative things like vandalism, destroying the community. It's kind of, it's okay to recognize the artists as artists and not just graffitiers. It's okay to call graffiti what it is. It's art. It's not just scribble on a wall. So once you look at my speech, I hope I leave you guys with a few food for thought about graffiti and why it should be considered art. Thank you.